There we go. Good morning, chat. We
Good
are live. It's
morning.
Thursday, August 6th. Good morning, Mike.
How are you
How are
guys
you feeling?
feeling? I'm feeling great. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I get this mental reset every day. It doesn't matter if I'm red or green. I just get a mental reset when I come into the next session. But you've been crushing it, so you must be feeling pretty good.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna feel good when the job is done. And when is the job done?
Exactly.
Payout day. I feel
Are we
nothing
getting
yet.
close
Oh,
or?
yeah. I mean, listen, because of the consistency rule being 50%, I'm in striking distance. So if I get like a max profit day, you know,
Mhm.
I get a payout. Um,
You are actually within the one consistency score from paying out from payout?
yeah, but I mean, listen, it's a $1,500 day. I haven't had a $1,500 day since the eval day. Um,
Right.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm aggressive, but I'm not as aggressive as an eval. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like what I've done was I was risking $1,000 per trade on the eval. I'm risking between 400 and 600 on the funded. So um once I'm once I get that first payout, maybe I'll go back to the $1,000 per trade and go a little
Take
balls
stock
to the
of
wall.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can share screen now.
Yep. There we go.
So one
So
of
what
the
are you
things I
looking
wanted to
at?
point out this morning is this NQ. Hey Griffin, that was a six pack on the story.
Yes.
Oh,
That was
I
a
didn't even see it,
yeah.
but I mean, it's
Gri-
probably
I
accurate.
assumed that was a non AI generated. That was just
I'm
real.
being so nice to you guys these days.
Um,
Let's see.
but yeah, one of the things I wanted to point out today was
NQ.
yeah, NQ. We kind of playing out almost exactly how I expected. So like going back a couple weeks, we were in this downtrend. I said I expect to see the yearly VWAP be this support. Great. We got to here. I was like, we're either gonna pause and reject here or blow through. We blow through, and then the next thing I said, we have this like little consolidation period that we had from early
Mm,
July to like mid July. So I expected like some sort of rejection and a retest of this upper band, and then here's where the story needs to play out again. Like, are we going to use the upper band as support, or was this merely just a short squeeze only to get the shorts back in, and then
right. But isn't
and
that, I mean, then it's kind of a coin flip right now because it's sitting right at that level, right?
yeah, I would lean towards the bulls.
Hmm.
But like an argument can be made that the bullish move was made and it's over. The view out bounce was successful and made it out of the bands. Like, is it expected to make a new high? Sure, but like,
Hmm.
does it necessarily make a new high every time?
Right.
Absolutely not. And then this black dotted line is actually the quarterly bands.
Okay.
So like you could make an argument that like it's fading the quarterly bands at this point. But that's what I was seeing in NQ. YM is still extremely bullish. RTY is still extremely bullish. Like we're way out of the bands here. That doesn't mean we can't see a pullback, and I would
No.
take pullbacks. I still want to go long on RTY and YM. And Q
But for
is at
NQ,
a
I mean,
point
I
where
would
it
lean
can go
bullish
to.
as well. It seems fair to have a healthy pullback at this point, right? To a key level. Good morning, John.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also feeling a little bit bullish. I hear an echo. Is that me?
Could be me. I'll just put my headphones on.
God, can't take him anywhere.
How's that?
All right, hello. Yep, it's gone. Perfect.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, yesterday I blew my account, but it was time. I
You
was
know what
I was kind
though?
of done with it.
I saw the trade. Both your trades, in my opinion, should have been winners.
You know
Yeah,
what? I
it
agree.
should have been.
Obviously, they were both about 1 point from take profit, and neither of the take profits were like greedy. They were both valid targets.
Right,
Yep.
but here's the thing, and I can reference Austin on this too. Like, picture perfect trades aren't your normal. You know what I mean? Like the double break picture perfect trade is that it goes to opening range high, right?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it does, you know, and sometimes it pauses at opening range highs and fully reverses. Sometimes it blows through opening range highs. But like there are many times where it gets almost there. And you know, like, are you really not going to take profit because it didn't touch the level? And that's
Right.
and that's something you need to, you know, decide for yourself. Like if you say no, that's not good enough, then you know, as long as you're consistent, fine. But like when you look at Austin trade, you know, you're trading his system, and you look at the ASFX TV. How often is he letting the trade go to his limit order, and how often is he just like, all right, that's good enough, I'm going to take it off?
Oh, every time he's taking it off. I think
every time
every single trade.
Exactly.
Yep.
So like both of your trades yesterday were like instances where he would have been like, that's close enough. You know, like I'll take it.
Exactly.
Yeah. My I will say though, the second trade, the YM trade, was more of like I don't really care about.
Yeah, you were YOLOing.
Just it was a YOLO trade, and so I set it, and then I just kind of left. I left the desk, and it was. I wonder if I can pull up the markup. I totally can. It's just yesterday I had to clear my cookies and caches and shit for something, and now everything's logged out, which is annoying. But yeah, it was like right at TP. Let's find this. Yeah, it was so close. Here, I'll share this. Yep, share screen.
But I think my lesson yesterday was definitely take profits at the opening range high.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'll pull up both of my trades because this is funny. That one I wasn't at the desk, so I don't really care about. So you know that sucks. This one also. These were my two trades yesterday. Right at TP to stop loss.
Yeah.
Right at TP to stop loss. So
that's harsh.
I know. So now I'm those took me out of the account. So you're gonna say, yeah. So now I did have a fresh 50K instant ready to trade, and then I lost it from the inactivity thing. So now I do have an ignite that I'm gonna trade. You said one trade a day would have saved you, or just taking profits quicker. I would have been green 2 trades actually. Would have been above the consistency. But no, I was done with that account. Mentally, I was like wanting to sort of wanting to blow it, start fresh. I'm not necessarily excited about trading in Ignite because it takes longer to get to the payout.
Is that what you're trading right now?
What? I just have one, and so I got to trade it at some point because I have it. So it's like, I might as well rather than buy an instant and just leave it sitting here. But the consistency is just pretty tight on those. 375. Maybe this is my good luck account. I already have a payout on it. The second payout's harder to get though. Just because the drawdown is 1,400 starting now with the same target versus it's 2,000 when you first buy it. So,
what color do you guys use for 2-day VWAP?
Like a light blue.
Yeah, very light blue, teal.
So what account are you trading now? You're trading the Ignite?
Ignite, yeah.
Why not just buy a new account? You don't want to trade the Ignite.
I guess just because I have it. Like if I don't trade it now, I'm just never gonna trade it and it's just gonna sit there.
Let's see.
Like that's kind of my thought process. Like I'm gonna trade it at some point. Now, one thing I could do also is buy another Ignite and copy them because the risk is so tiny on them. You know what I mean? Like just to be able to actually put some size on, and I don't know. That's an idea. I could do that. And I have my Sim Pro as well that I'm never going to trade. And my plan was to copy the Ignite and the Sim Pro just to have that account doing something. But then I just asked Top One support, and it was like, no, you can't do that. So you can only copy the same account types. Which I guess makes sense.
Yeah,
No, it
yeah,
doesn't, because in Sierra
that's
charts
a
I
rule.
can copy whatever freaking accounts I want.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can do
surprised.
that with a third party as well. You can do, right? But I
Yeah.
don't know if they actually lock
I think
that.
that'd be against the rules. They'd see the same trades going through.
True.
I mean, TradeSyncer, I don't know how TradeSyncer works, but, and I've heard, and I'm hoping they've gotten better, but like when they first came out, they were terrible. Like they were, like, I've heard stories of them like quadrupling the position on the copied accounts. I've heard stories of them,
We'll have some stories there.
if you marketed it out, like it would only mark it out on the parent account. Like, I'm hoping they've gotten better, especially since Austin's like pushing them now.
Mhm.
But I imagine with TradeSyncer you could do the copying, but like you said, like you might like break rules. Like if they do some sort of query, like you might break rules.
Yeah, because they can see the same exact positions and prices and timing were executed on both accounts.
Yeah, well, you can do that. Like I could put limit orders on all my accounts manually. It's just like they don't want you to do it automatically.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Sure.
Like if I wanted to get long on all 6 of my accounts and all 6 of my accounts are different, there's nothing breaking the rules. They just don't want you to have like a TradeSyncer like thing where you set it on one and it sets it on all of them.
Strange. Guess they don't want you milking them.
Oh, they set up a way for you to milk them. They want a predictable milk.
Sure.
Like you can only copy the 50Ks together. You can only copy the 150Ks together.
Do you guys think it would make sense to buy a second Ignite to copy them? Or does it just make sense to take the risk off and just trade this one?
Personally, what I would do, take your trade on your Ignite, move on to a more ideal account, and then trade that for the rest of the day. And I know you don't have 2 trades often in a day, but like that's what I would do for when you do have a second trade in a day. Like
sure, because this Ignite you can only take one trade.
Right.
It's the target's too tight, so it is a one trade account for sure.
And that's kind of what I'm doing. And it's more of a protective measure. Like I have my 2 fundits, right? I'm trading. If I get a profitable trade on one, I'll go to the other. If I get a profitable trade on the second one, I'll go to my eval that I'm doing. It's like a 150K eval.
Sure.
I think I was copy trading to begin with. I was copy trading 4 accounts, then 2 and 2. I've gone down now to trading just 1 because, I mean, it does make for a lot of switching between accounts, but I'm just limiting my risk because it's not going as smooth as I would have liked. So now I'm just trying to sort of split them up so I don't lose everything in one go.
Yeah, I guess for now I should only trade this account one at a time because I'm not on a hot streak right now. I had my first red month in a while last month, so it was barely red, but still, like, I'm not hitting it hot right now, so might as well not put a bunch of money on the accounts until I start trading well again.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's trade this good old Ignite. And if I lose the Ignite, that's no harm. That's not the ideal account to be trading.
As far as setups go, I still want double breaks to the upside on both YM and RTY. I think at this point, I would take a double break on either side for NQ.
Yeah.
It looks like the double break would be set up to the short side, though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Ryan, not a fan of the Ignites. Me neither. I mean, it's the same amount of work or even more work to get to the target for a smaller payout. The only good thing about them is they cost less, which is why I got it to begin with. But they're not a good account. They're a good account if you've never taken a payout or something like that, or if you want to spend a lot less. That's all.
I had an Ignite account, and I called it the shitter account. And
Yeah.
it was because I had $1,000 profitable day when my max profit was 375 or whatever. So
Oh yeah.
I would have had to make like $5,000 in order to take out $1,000 payment.
Just not even worth trying.
Look at this, Mr. Ryan copies 5 evals. Baller.
We also
Big baller.
one thought about yesterday, Griffin. We also need to remember. I put that in my review as well. We forgot to. I mean, we were trading into news.
Yep.
We should have just
That's
taken
dumb.
that off because it was that opening range high just before news, right? It was just a rookie mistake.
Overall, just it was not a great session. The trade was good, just a little rookie mistake in there. It really wasn't. It was just a tougher session to trade, and we should have picked up on news and pulled the trade and made a beginner
that's
mistake.
What I wanted to do a news indicator. Do you think it would be like good enough to have just like an indicator that like beeps at 9:44 and 9:59 and 10:29?
Like every day. Just to remind you, like, oh,
just for a red fold. I don't know if you can couple it like that, but then if you just do it generically, then yes, just every day. I
don't think you can like sync it to an external website like a Forex Factory or or something. I have to do a little research, but I think at least at like 9:44 and 10:59, it's like a hey, double check. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it could literally just be, it could be like an alarm, like because they do have alerts in TradingView, although that might be limited by your subscription, or it could just be like, okay, here's 9:44. That this vertical line is check news.
Yeah, something like that. You know it in TradingView that it has this lightning symbol, right? But that's always at now, right? At the time you're at. But just have something sitting in that line there indicating
like the contract switch symbol.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Energy drink.
It's energy drink time.
You know what, Griffin, you've been losing because you've been drinking energy drink, not coffee.
I just forget. I forget to consider that in the morning. I just like grab it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's my mistake. And I haven't been taking shits on stream.
Exactly.
It's true. And
that is the point.
It's a real thing.
I'm like very tempted to take this RTY long, but like I'm gonna try and be patient.
Ryan loves the ghosts. I love you, Ryan. I love ghosts. There's so many good flavors.
Opening range is set 230 points on NQ.
This one's Warheads. Warheads sour watermelon.
Warheads.
The Warheads ones aren't my favorite. Too sour. There is a potential double break to the downside on NQ that I'm not necessarily sure how much I'd want to trade. We have full view up alignment to it, but like just overall feeling more bullish makes me not love it. I'd rather take it to the upside on YM. Flavors are all on point. Usually have one in the afternoon when I need to push through the end of the day. Oh yeah, it's like that's a good, like a pick me up.
Got a little short view up bounce signal on YM. I don't know. Not something I'd particularly want to take right now, but
it even colored the candle for you.
Yeah, look at that. You didn't notice?
Whoa.
Nice.
I added that yesterday. If they steal from me, I steal from them.
Or pre-workout, yeah. That too. I love some good caffeine pre-workout.
I'm a C4 kind of guy
C4s are pretty good. You drink those?
for pre-workout.
Yeah.
It's the
I
only way
started
can get
taking
up at 4:30 in the morning.
creatine every morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
Kind of
creatine.
giving me some. Yeah, it's giving me. I think it may be placebo. I don't know, but it is giving me some energy for
Good.
the workouts.
I've been taking creatine for like 2 years or something.
So creatine
3 years.
doesn't give you energy. However, it does help with brain activity.
Mhm.
So like that might be what you're feeling. Like you feel
It helps with
clear.
performance, right? So I mean, when
Yeah.
I lift, it gives that extra couple of percent. That's at least what I'm feeling, right? It's not like I'm more upbeat, like caffeinated. It's just
Mhm.
it's just
Well-
better performance in the gym.
Well, creatine forever, people knew that it did one thing. It pulls water to your muscles so that it can perform, with more endurance, we'll call it.
Right.
And the other thing that people are learning now is that any additional creatine helps with brain functionality. So like
Mhm.
people are starting to use more than the recommended 5 milligrams
Okay.
because all that extra goes to your brain. And there's been nothing but positive studies about it.
Okay.
Now where I would recommend not going above 5 milligrams per drink.
It
5
says
grams?
three
5
grams
grams per
on
drink.
my bag of creatine.
I've been
Oh,
doing 5 for the longest time. For a while I was experimenting with like 10 and 15 for a couple months at a time. I didn't notice much of a difference and I was like, I'm just
Did
going
you
to drop
notice
this
going to the
back.
bathroom a lot more?
No, actually I didn't, but I do drink enough water cuz
Yeah, you get constipated.
Well, yeah, it gives you the runs if you drink too much creatine in one like shot without enough water.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's why I say be careful about more than 5 milligrams in a shot. 5 grams, sorry.
5 grams.
Ryan,
Yeah.
I told you I used to own Nutri-Shops. Is that like a vitamin shop or like a GNC? Dude, those are my favorite stores in the entire world. I love Vitamin Shop and GNC. They just got like, it's like when I go there, it's like a kid in a candy store. You know what I mean? Every energy drink you could imagine, all the pre-workouts and protein bars and protein powder and stuff. I love that place.
I got no balls. I was gonna go long
Yeah.
at 22.
For Christmas every year,
balls.
I ask for Vitamin Shop gift cards. I usually get like $100 in Vitamin Shop gift cards, and just love that place. Yeah, like GNC, but way better. Yeah, GNC's
Where
not my favorite.
were you gonna go long, mate? On Y2Y?
At 9:45, as soon as the opening range closed,
Yeah.
there was this, we made three attempts to try and break the low. We didn't break it on that last one. We were holding above New York. I was like, it's not really a setup, but it looks nice. And I was trying to be like more like conservative, like
Mhm.
follow the plan. But
Good.
And when bangs came out, when first came out, they were crazy popular. I remember that too. Like, was it like 2016? It was like everyone on social media was sponsored by Bang, and it was like just the new thing. And now, I mean, they're not super popular anymore. They're not like, you don't see them very often. I mean, they're in like every gas station, every store, but like, I don't know, not one of the top dogs of energy drinks anymore.
you're not a top dog of energy drinks anymore.
Oh, yes, I am. I am the top dog of energy drinks.
So I don't want to mess with you. I saw what you look like on
On social-
Yeah,
on the
and that is a real picture. If anyone wants to see
That's what I
it.
figured.
The funny thing is, I wanted to make you look like a fighter, like angry, like change your facial expression, because when it does this, when it takes the likeness of an image, it just copies the image, like you're smiling, right?
Yeah.
But then it said, ChatGPT told me that I said make this person look angry, like it just came out of a fight, and it said it broke the the rules on violence, and I was like, what? It's already a bloody fighter in the ring, and you're saying you're breaking the rules because he won't be smiling? Come on.
Yeah, that does not make any sense.
He looks like a mixture of blood sport and Karate Kid.
It's Bloodsport. Yes.
Griffin's like, what are these old guys talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Remember it, Mike? Okay, USA.
Bloodsport was a movie from, I think, late 80s. Probably
Yeah, 88, something like that.
Yeah, it was probably like I wasn't really born yet, but like, you know, I have an older brother, so I've seen it a bunch of times. But it was Jean-Claude Van Damme at its prime.
Yeah.
It was just like a karate tournament, you know.
Yeah.
I forget like the details of like the actual movie, but like I know he goes to like some sort of Asian country to fight
Yes.
in this tournament for whatever.
It's a
reason,
tournament, yeah.
to save
And then
someone's
there's
life or
there's a
something.
boss,
Karate
right?
Kid.
There's a boss fight at the end, and the thing is, he's been training with like he's been training blindfolded. So in the final fight, he actually gets sand thrown in his eyes and he can't see. So he switches into this, you know, blindfolded fight mode, and he kicks his ass.
That's
It's
hilarious.
like peak late 80s movies.
Yes, it was different back then. So double break potential on YM.
That's
Yep,
what
are
I'm
we
looking
seeing
at
it?
right now.
Looking at
Yep.
it like an actual picture perfect one if it
Yeah.
happens.
Yep.
I
Well,
will
I
say
mean,
this
previous
VWAP
day is
bounce,
still above.
though, look at that signal.
That worked
Yeah.
out very beautifully.
yes.
You know, coming
And
to
it's also-
coming to a store near you, you know, these signals.
I wouldn't say it's picture perfect in the sense that we have VWAPs above us, right? I don't know if
the only
that's
knock.
the best double break would have been to pop to the upside and then come
You
down,
want to see
right?
something?
What?
See this orange line? That's the weekly view up. We are
Where are you
100 and no, we're 600 points above it. That's not screaming bullish to you.
On which?
No, it is.
I can't see. What...
That's because our faces
Oh.
are covering it.
Oh,
Ah,
there you go. This orange line. That's the weekly
that's
view
the
up.
weekly. Okay.
You know?
So you think YM's going to sink further?
No, I'm
No.
saying, you know, look at this. We haven't touched it since Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Like we're bullish.
we're bullish.
Bullish.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care about the 2-day when the weekly is like this.
Right. Gotcha.
I don't have the monthly up because it's the weekly and the monthly at the same level.
Oh yeah.
And then are we going to take, if we take the double break, are we going for the break
I
of New
mean-
York and disregard the others?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you do.
That's what
I
the
think-
double break is.
You just focus on New York, and I mean, I feel like the overnight and the previous day are supposed to kind of give you more of a higher time frame overview, but the higher time frame is clearly bullish. It's just the overnight, and since yesterday we've been having sort of a short-term pullback, but like overall I'm still feeling bullish. It doesn't help to be underneath them, but
Here's what I'll say. I'm also looking at the VWAP bounce on NQ and the VWAP bounce on RTY.
Yep. They're not looking too bad.
yeah, I would take it bounce on NQ. Just gotta wait.
Yeah, and at what level, right? You've got overnight, you've got opening range high, you've got New York. Where are you going to...
I'd wait for VWAP if I can. I'm either looking
Could
for
be-
that or the break on YM. So whichever one
Could be one of
presents.
could be one of those days where, you know, you see a top now on NQ, comes down to New York, lower high, and then it breaks down, right?
Yep. It's true.
There is some strong selling on it on YM, though,
Mhm.
so I don't know if we're gonna get this double break. Maybe
I need to-
maybe in the next half hour, but like not like in the next few minutes. It doesn't look like.
Right. I'm going to leave in 3 minutes, but I
Oh,
might
yeah,
be
big
able to come
meeting.
back. Yeah.
Good luck.
actually
Don't mess this
annoying.
one up.
to mess with my trading. So, but I was not the master of planning that meeting. So
Ask him how many times he hits his 5-hour limit on Claude. I'm just kidding.
who?
Wow.
Okay,
no
on
one hit-
the interview.
Yeah. No one hits their 5-hour limit
Okay.
unless they did something stupid.
Gotcha. But what were you
Yeah.
saying? So you're saying he needs to be Claude what? Like back end Claude kind of what was it?
Anyone that you're hiring needs to be Claude literate. You know.
Okay.
The idea though, like the industry is changing that like specialists, like front end specialists or back end specialists or infrastructure specialists, are now enabled to work on other pieces of code because of Claude. So like a back end engineer can now be also a front end engineer because Claude does it really well. A front end engineer can be a back end engineer, although that's a little bit harder because you need to know back end principles.
Mm-hmm.
An infrastructure engineer can be both front end and back end, as long as they understand those principles. But the easiest transition is back end to front end or back end to infrastructure.
Right. And when you say easy, what is that? You need a month of familiarization, or is it a year?
You need nothing. Like if you've been working in the industry for any amount of time, you would already know what you need to know to prompt Claude to do what you need to do.
Whatever that stuff means.
Exactly.
Chuck Smith Dev.
Signing out. All right.
I got nothing.
Nope.
I'm a little butthurt. I didn't take that long on RTY, but it's okay. There's always another trade.
Yeah.
As long as I'm patient enough to wait for it.
It's all about patience.
Yeah.
That is the name of the game.
I also thought of taking the long around like the overnight VWAP, but it just like wasn't enough of a pullback for me.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, but you might still get it.
I hope I get it. If it gets to New York, I'll take it. But assuming there's a reaction, but that's what. So we made this move that's 13 points, right? And then what was I going to take the pullback on? 5 point. I guess it's like kind of halfway. You know, maybe I was being a little too cautious there. But again, it's rejecting now. It only got me 3 points. Assuming I even got the best entry. I like this little consolidation for YM. If we can continue to hold and push back up, that would be great.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's some sort of news. 10 seconds. What's happening?
Yeah, it's
What?
It's
final
it's a
wholesale
yellow
inventory.
folder. Final. Oh,
I'm out, boys. Safe trading.
0.2%. It's a beat.
Good luck.
Take it easy, man.
Good luck on your stuff.
Thanks.
All
right, time for the goats to show you how to trade.
Yeah, show me. Is that your trading name, Ghost? Ghost Griffin?
I said goats, but yeah, actually, I'm the ghost. Everything looks good. Nothing's given a pullback. Everything's too far away from VWAP for me to be taking a trade. RTY might be good for a long. Yeah, if you ever get a pullback, it is ripping. I mean, you said that 2 minutes ago, right before it started ripping.
Yeah, but I think he was looking. I mean, unless he got in long off the overnight, like I was looking at too. I think he was also looking at like a pullback to New York.
Yeah. Yep.
But just
I would
never
assume.
happened.
I want to see ES break New York for a short. Yeah, you'd have VWAP alignment. That's presenting in a second here.
A very aggressive trade that like I'm looking at more and more would be a pullback to just draw it out. So right here.
What, opening range high
Yeah.
with stop at VWAP?
Stop would be like, see what does 1-to-1 look like? Yeah, like a 1-to-1 doesn't look that bad. I mean, I personally would probably put it like right here.
I mean, it's risky. You wouldn't be having, much room to hold VWAP is the problem, I feel like.
I really don't want to see it get to VWAP if I'm taking this trade. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Um,
But you'd want to get back in if it does bounce on VWAP.
Correct. So like I could even make an argument to like take that trade, and then if it gets to VWAP, get in again.
That's true. Scalp, and that's what the handoff play was usually, or a low a day. You would take the entry and put your stop at VWAP because you wouldn't want to put your stop, way past VWAP. You'd want to put your stop at VWAP, and if you get back, then you just get back in. I remember, that sort of discussion in the Black Shirt Club.
Mm-hmm. I almost want to see it continue.
Hey out, baby. What'd you take? I mean, great stuff. Sorry. First, congratulations.
That RTY long he was talking about.
Bang.
Hell yeah, dude. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You needed 350 and you made 350. What a trade, dog.
I'm a little jealous.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little jealous because I wanted the RTY trade too. I just didn't take it.
Big Dog, Orange Grove, Capital Group. The reason you were able to take that is because Angel didn't come in the stream and say congrats.
100%.
Because I blew that account yesterday. That peak of the account was $70 from payout, and I blew it yesterday.
Fucking Angel.
I know.
He's an amazing guy. I love him, but like 100% he's the reason why you blew that account.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with my trading whatsoever.
With personal accountability.
Nothing. Zero. I traded it perfect, and he ruined it. Good shit, Big Dog. That was beautiful. Still eyeing this YM double break.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm glad that something is pulling to New York.
Yeah.
I'm happy taking it short too, if I'm being honest.
The bounce on YM?
Yeah. If it doesn't break, I'm happy taking the short.
Yeah. It's not bad either. I'm just feeling just a little bit of a bullish bias.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
As I jinxed it. It didn't quite get there. Orange Grove, I'm also in range of a payout, but I need to get 1,500, not 350.
I was 1,500 from a payout yesterday on the account that I blew.
Yeah, but you're 1,500 on a payout where your max win could only be 600, right?
Yes. You're actually in range. You could have a good day.
My max win can be 1,500.
You actually can. Yeah. Like I still had to wait 3 days of winning no matter what. And that's what's even worse about these ignites. Like I have to make 2,500 divided by 375.
Listen,
if I hit all max wins, it takes me 7 days.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I had to get $3,000 twice. So, you know, it's the same amount of time to pay out.
Yeah,
You know,
it's true.
like the fastest I can get a payout is in 3 days, theoretically. Well, I guess 2 days, because I could, in theory, make $3,000 on the eval in one day, and then on that same day, get 1,500 on the funded.
True.
I missed that NQ trade. Missing everything today.
Yeah. Just nothing's given like the prime. Everything's giving some sort of entry, but nothing's giving like, the best entry. Are we being too picky? I don't know.
I think I was being a little too picky on that overnight, the trade that Orange Grove took. I was looking at it. I don't think I was being too picky on that original 945 long. I think that was that was smart of me not to take it. But the view out balance, I think that was on the overnight was a valid trade that I just didn't take. At least for my system. For me, I do agree that the New York is the most important, but I think trades are valid off all three of the view outs we're looking at.
Yeah. I agree.
I have no problem taking a trade off the 2-day. I have no problem taking a trade off the weekly, if I'm being honest. Look at the weekly on the NQ over here.
Yeah, that looks nice. Little break and retest. Well, I am sort of just making lower highs. So if this makes another new low here, I'm not sure how much I want to trade that. RTY
It
ripper.
depends on what kind of low. Like if it wicks the low, I have no problem.
Yeah. I mean, if it holds up here and then breaks VWAP, I definitely still want it. Break that previous high that was made right there.
YM is still getting those ducks, though. Not strong ducks, but ducks. Oh, YM getting some ticks.
Yup.
Oh, I just noticed that the box fills up with green depending on what level of ticks or ducks.
What does that mean?
So, you see how it says plus 13 on right next to RTY?
Yep.
That means that's the level of buying. How they calculate that, I still don't know.
So it's a lot. Plus 13 is way more than plus 4 on YM.
Correct. And you'll see when there's a plus 13, I think the biggest number they have is 15. You'll see plus 5 only filled up a third of the box.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Strange.
Something about the dollars moving.
Oh, you're hearing off.
You know what they're saying? They're like, there's strong movement in the dollar. We don't know what's causing it. We're scouring Truth Social and looking for the news, but we don't know what it is yet.
That's funny. That's what they're announcing to you?
That's what they're announcing. He's like, we're still looking.
We're going to figure it out for you. Payout might not be after all. I think I just hit 23% consistency on the last trade. Wait,
what consistency do you need?
23%. You need
22
times 23. Oops. 23% would be what? You hit a $575 trade?
You need 15% consistency.
You need 15% of 2,500. So your max is 375.
Maybe on a different day, hit 500.
Yeah. 408. Okay. So
All right, make another. I mean, tomorrow then. That just means the amount of money you need to make is larger.
so you need 2720 for a payout. If I'm doing that correctly. Yeah, 2720 is what you got to get. So you just need another 220 bucks. Yeah, that sucks, but completely doable.
I have faith in you, John.
Yep. One more trade, just don't go for it today.
I mean, unless you want to lose $50.
Oh, no, don't even try. But like if you did, no, that's
Just run up $50 in commissions. Just go long, short, long, short, long, short, long,
if
short.
you try to lose so that you're within the consistency, then you can.
No,
Take the-
that's literally a recipe for disaster.
As soon as you start doing that, you're gonna win every trade, and then you're just gonna need like. You're just gonna
That's
need
the
like
strategy right
4,000
there.
to get it.
What do I think is going to happen, and then do the opposite?
Yeah.
That's the indicator I need to make. When what it does is it shows you the buy and sell buttons, right? But when you hit the buy button, it actually sells, and when you hit the sell button, it actually buys. That is the indicator.
If you're a bad trader, just buy the indicator.
Full proof.
Like if you lose more often than you win, and you just buy that, all of a sudden you're profitable.
Don't be pissed, John. You know, listen, you're gonna get a payout, and your drawdown's gonna be bigger. Look at it that way. You know, you take your payout, and then your drawdown is bigger after your payout, so you're more likely to get a second payout. Just like come back tomorrow, clear head, and get another winner.
You just got to forget about it. You know, you can't let it piss you off, and if you bring that into tomorrow's session, it's just gonna more likely to force something, you know, or like be like in the mindset of I just had it, you know, I gotta. You'll be all right. You'll get there.
You don't need that $1,000 today, do you? Yeah, I'm assuming not, at least. Yeah, unless you spent it already. Yeah, that's possible. I guess I shouldn't speak too definitively.
Yeah, he instantly went online and just bought a bunch of shit on a credit card.
Well, if I'm being honest, when I was in Black Shirt Club and I was copy trading my 150Ks, I was $1,300 per 150K from getting a payout. So like I had $7,700 in profit on all 5 accounts. I was looking at Rolexes. And maybe that's why I blew it. But you know, thank God I didn't actually buy one. But
yeah, would have been $35,000 of a payout.
No, I think they only let you take out I think 3,500 per account. So 35.
Okay.
Times 5 would have been 17,500. But then I would have been stuck with what's it called? You know, 4,500 of drawdown on each account, or 6,000 of drawdown on each account. So like in a good position to make a second payout, you know?
Yeah. Yep. So YM really doesn't want to give this entry.
No,
neither does NQ.
Just testing patience. That's all.
Yeah. One of those sessions. Only 45 minutes in. Got 45 minutes left.
Something to take a look at. All right, so here's why I'm on my Sierra chart, right? You see this big clump of red and like all the red and pink bars?
Yep.
That means there's a lot of selling, right? If they can't push down, which they currently are, so this might be a moot point, and they are able to get above this clump of selling, that is going to be the bullish of bull moves, because that's a ton of sellers that are now stuck at the bottom.
Yeah, aggressive selling, and they're going to be,
you know, and this might be moot. If they push it down and then retest it, then this is not a valid theory anymore. But the idea is that, like, you know, they're going to want to get out of their short positions if they can't push it down anymore. So we'll see.
I just realized our name tags aren't on our names anymore.
Oh,
on the stream. You know how I used to say our names at the bottom?
Yeah. Did you do that?
No, I didn't do it.
At some point.
Yes, we might have done it, or it just changed. I don't know. Looking at Bentleys before his payout.
No, just Rolexes. You know, realistic. You know, it was just
like a cheap Rolex, like a 5K, 10K, not like a
under 10K for sure.
Yeah.
The idea was that, like, it would have been proof that, like, my hard work can pay off, and then and now I have no proof, and I have no. At the moment, I'm still waiting for that payout. So,
would have been a nice watch, though.
I wonder if, like, the double break is valid on overnight as well.
If you break overnight?
Yeah. I mean, like, anecdotally today worked out perfectly, right? I guess this is not a double break. That's just
a break of overnight.
This one technically not a double break either.
But I see the vision. Like, we broke it both times and just kind of ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be something to be said there.
According to Chris Drysdale, these setups are called a VWAP scalp. They're not technically a VWAP wave system setup, but he does take them.
Oh. If he takes them anyway, why not make them part of the system?
Because they're lower, he calls them lower expectancy trades. The idea that, like, it's just a simple break and retest of any VWAP. So, like, this would technically be VWAP scalps also.
Okay. And you just scalp it, like it's in the name. You just
the idea that they're not supposed to have these. They're not expected to have these huge moves. They're expected to have, like, this move. You know, like from 36 to 39.
Sure, 36. You take 3 or 4 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still nothing tradable.
40 minutes left. Plenty of time. No, someone's bothering me. Don't bother me. I'm waiting for the day it was like, hey, I saw you on stream. That's why you weren't in the meeting.
That would be incredible. Oh, so this is what you do when you're not joining meetings? This is what we're paying you for?
salaried, so I don't have like set working hours.
Sure. Yeah.
So as long as
Just
I
gotta
get
get your
my
shit done.
you know.
That's funny. We both just said that. Just gotta get her done. Orange Grove, got to find the positive on the day. You found like the one setup and you grew the balls to take it. Other than that, I mean, there's been pretty much nothing. I'm going to start throwing on, I don't know, fair value gaps or something. I'll find something. I'll make it work. NQ ripping, ES trying. A little bit slower, a little bit more held down, I feel like, by YM.
Fuck yes.
YM still making new lows. I still like ES.
Nah. I like so here's my thought process on ES. I will always use ES or SPY or whatever for swing trading. I think that it's just cleaner, easier moves. I missed this one, unfortunately.
Dumbass.
Yeah, well, most of this move happened overnight. So like I was waiting for some sort of pullback and then never happened. But it's crazy.
Yeah, YM and NQ are sort of polar opposites today.
Looks like that guy that had the 550,000 calls at 350. Was it 350? Yeah, 350. It looks like he's not getting paid.
Damn it. I think ripping is a poor word, more like algo driven upside. I feel like it's still ripping though. I feel like no matter how it's going up, it's still going up a lot. Yeah, we're 400 points up on the day. I'm gonna call it ripping.
Are you a Pokemon card collector, Griffin?
No, sir. Are you?
No.
No.
But like the more you say ripping, the more I think about this app called Rips, which is like I think the biggest scam in the world. But like at the same time, I want to try it. It's do you know who Jake or Logan Paul is?
Yeah.
So like they're one of them. I don't know who it is. One of them is huge on like Pokemon cards, and he started this company where supposedly he opens packs and then like codes these packs into this app called Rips. And the idea is that you can digitally purchase one of these opened packs, not knowing what's in them.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is that like, okay, you open the pack, you get like a Charizard or whatever. You have the option to immediately sell it right back to them or ship it to your house.
Huh.
So like, it feels like such a scam.
That sounds kind of cool though. I've never
Yeah,
heard of
at
that.
the same time, yeah, like, oh yeah, it sounds cool. It's basically like a slot machine.
It is, yeah.
Because like, if I were them, I'd be like, okay, all the packs that open like the most valuable cards, I will not digitally code.
Right.
I will only digitally code the ones that are like shit to mediocre. And
yeah,
like
maybe
sure,
throw
I'll
a
put like
couple of gold ones in there.
yeah, exactly. But you know, I keep getting advertisements for them. And like the gambler in me is just like, oh yeah, just open one.
I might
See
as
what
well.
happens.
ES is at VWAP now. I'm not sure if Ryan's still looking for that break there. It looks like it's breaking. Might be a good trade with YM dumping. I'm not personally taking it, but just gamed it a little bit. Took a loss, then a small win to have a P&L today of 360 instead of 408. Holy shit. That's so dangerous and risky, but it sounds like you're going to take the payout.
That you literally did the exact opposite of what we recommended. I love it.
I think you're going to I think it might have worked. That sounds if your balance is above the 2500 and
I
you're
think
under the
losing on
consistency.
purpose is harder than winning on
Yes.
purpose.
Sure. Yes, Ryan. Nice. I figured you were gonna take it. You said that's the trade you were game planning.
This is the perfect setup right here. Where I was looking for a little trade long at this level, boom.
Yep. I'm looking for that NQ long as well.
You know, right here.
That would be incredible. By the time NQ gets a full pullback, ES will already be fully at your. It's at 2502.43. What a wild session for you.
I'm no longer looking for the double break on YM, but if it happens, I'll still take it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not really.
More likely like to take the VWAP bounce short.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, it looks like buyers are not in control on YM. I agree with you.
I mean, listen, that could always change intraday. It could always change.
Yep.
But at the moment, it's not seen.
Is that going to be our pullback on NQ?
No, I think we got a little more.
I'm not going to be super picky.
I'm just saying.
But this isn't a good enough pullback for me.
Look at this perfect signal right there.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Coming to a store near you, $20 a month. $20 a month. I'm fair.
$200 a month.
No.
That's I'm advertising it. I get 180.
Oh yeah,
you get 20 for crafting it.
Yeah, if you want to make all I need is $20 a month. You can get the 180 if you could sell it for 200. I'm a indicator for the masses type of person, not an indicator for the rich, you know?
Yep. Makes sense.
VTC. Here's what I will say. With the double break signal on the VTC one, you're getting closer to $100 of value versus
I think so too.
This dashboard, that was bullshit. You know,
that
wasn't a $100 indicator.
That's what I thought too. And then when they added the signals plus with the automated stop and take profit, I'm like, okay, now I think the price makes more sense.
100%. I don't think it's 100. I think it's more like 50. But
sure. I definitely thought it was overpriced though when it was just a dashboard. I remember them crafting it and kind of hyping it up before they released it and using it on stream and showing it off and stuff. And then when they dropped it and I was like, oh, I'll check this out, you know, expecting like $20-$30 a month. And I was like, 100. It's like, yeah, right.
Yeah. No, thank you. I think it was $75 a month if you paid for the year in advance.
All right.
Juice is on fire right now. I think they're talking about Iran.
Hopefully that's not the deepest we go for this pullback on NQ here. But if it is, I'll just have to miss it.
Oh, North Korea missile launch.
Oh, just a test? Or are they actually like bombing somebody? The ES trade still looks good. Spending time under VWAP. Orange Grove, do you have the request payout button yet? It's probably going to take till the end of the day for it to fully like process.
Here's the fun part. So like I've taken payouts from Apex before, but they're never like same day. Like
Yeah.
they're like, we'll get back to you in a week.
Yeah.
Although it's been a couple of years, so like maybe they gotten better, maybe they got worse. For who knows?
Yeah, I've heard. I think Apex has gotten better because for a while there was a lot of stuff about consistently payouts being denied and stuff, and now I feel like I'm only hearing good things about Apex. I was hearing a lot of denied payouts and hidden rules from Apex for a long time, but now I think they cleaned all of that up. At least from what I've been hearing. I haven't been trading with them, but they seem to be a little bit more trustworthy than they used to be.
Yeah, but they're deceivingly more expensive than you'd think they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is my last set of accounts I'm using with Apex. The evals are super cheap. Like, right? I think I paid like $40 for the 50K eval. But those activation fees, they were like $130 a piece. I'd rather pay. I have to do the exact math, but like, I think 80 times 5. Yeah, it would have been cheaper to do that. Like, just pay for 5 no activation fee Lucid accounts.
Oh yeah,
which would have been $400. Where I'm in for like 700 now. Now, did I expect to pass 3 out of the 5? No. I expected to do 2, but still would have been cheaper.
that might have been the NQ pullback.
Yeah, the footprint saying there. I mean, it could change at any moment, but the footprint says that 29,600. There was a good bullish, jolt of buyers.
If we break back above here on ES, I might take a long. Don't want to fade Ryan though. Ryan's a winner.
Fuck that guy. Fade him.
I mean, if I see something different, I'll fade him. I'm not. But it's just ES is a bit less bullish than NQ today.
Can't post into the chat. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I did just take a long there on ES, so
Oh shit.
sorry. One of us has to win, I think.
I actually still have a little faith. Oh, you want to take the screen?
Sure.
I have a little faith that the YM double break, still valid. Like I still see us going to VWAP at some point. Ooh, there was a double break to the downside in ES. That's probably why he's short.
That's what Ryan's in. Yeah, he got it. He got in right there. I'm fading the double break right now. I am. So.
Ooh, wow. You're fading your own trade setup.
I am. Yeah, but it's just I have a little bit more of a bullish bias. I have a feeling we're holding up more bullish.
There's a little bit of me that wants to fade RTY just because larger time frame reasons, but
What, like shorted
That's
up
just,
here?
I think, yeah, because like we're at the top of a higher time frame volume
Oh, wow.
distribution.
Look at ES here. I was looking at other charts. I switched back. All of a sudden, I'm
Yeah,
halfway.
Ducks just came in pretty hard
Yeah,
across the board.
halfway to stop loss. I have sort of a scalper stop loss here rather than a what do you call it? Like a ASFX stop loss. ASFX stop loss would be either this wick or opening range low.
I was
Probably
never
opening
a
range
fan of.
low.
I was never a fan of the ASFX stop loss.
I'm not either. It just doesn't fit me. I mean, if we break this low here,
I want
After-
to start looking for the shorts. I don't want to look for. I don't want to.
yeah,
hope that
I'm
my
not. I
long
don't want to
still
hold
works.
on to hope.
Yeah.
If we break down even this low right here and come a little bit lower, I'm like, that long was wrong, right? It's not doing what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to go, like, you know what I mean? So
I agree.
I don't want to hold it all the way to opening range low, but I get that having the super wide stop can up your win rate. You know what I mean? Like, you give it room to breathe. Sometimes it'll come down here and then go all the way back up, but
You just need the ball
then-
to be able to get back in. So like, let's say it sweeps you and then goes back long again. You just need to suck it up and say like, okay, I was wrong on the timing. But the trade idea is still good, and I'm gonna still get back in.
I think that's the thing with the tighter stop.
Here's what I will say though: with a tighter stop, you could also go for multiple R multiples.
That's true. I'm gonna keep this target right here. It's about a 1R trade. But if I wanted to target, like if I was really confident in the longs, this could be a valid target right here. This previous day VWAP. It's definitely a valid thing to target, but
It just depends on how long you want to stay in the trade.
I don't. I want to hold close to these highs here, or to my stop loss, which is closer to. It's looking like double break's gonna play out. If I'm being very honest.
Are you being honest?
Yeah.
Okay, good. As long as you're being honest.
Literally the worst advice I've ever heard. What was the advice? What was the bad advice? I don't remember. I'm totally getting stopped out here, by the way.
The R multiple? No, that's not bad advice. That's great advice.
I would be extremely lucky if this stop held.
Well, my advice was not to fade you, Ryan. So if that's what you're saying was the worst advice, like
that is true. You said you're fading your own trade, and I said, yeah, yep, I am. All right. Well, there's an L.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your loss. It's just like the way you said it was funny.
Let's say, you know what? That's fair.
Unless you're talking about the advice where I said "fuck that guy," and I stand by it.
Oh, that might be true.
So we're at an area of interest for YM. We're approaching it very fast. An area of interest being 36 to 18. I guess that's kind of big.
He's saying take another trade after you got it wrong. I don't know, though. That's what Austin teaches, too. Austin teaches 2 tries.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not bad advice.
I don't think it's bad. I mean,
If
unless
the
it's
trade
like,
is still valid, there's
Yeah, if
nothing
it's-
wrong with taking it twice.
I think if it's a revenge trade, then that's definitely terrible advice. Like, if I was mad that I lost here and then I just got back long right here, I think that would be a horrible trade.
Yeah, there's a difference. Oh, hold on. Now he's got me mad.
Pair requested. Woohoo! Let's
Put me on-
go.
Put-
That's
put-
how you
put me
blow
on
accounts.
screen.
If you're emotional, that's how you blow
Put me
accounts.
on
Yeah.
screen.
Okay. If you're being very emotional about it and you're only entering because of your emotions, then you're leading to blowing an account.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here, his idea was that like, okay, it was a fake out. We didn't break below. We broke below view up. We reclaimed it very quickly. Great. The idea is that like, he wants it to go this way, right? But if it goes here, and gets stopped out because he put a stop below his wick, and then it immediately gets right above here and re-enters again right here, the trade idea is 100% still valid. Why wouldn't you
Yeah.
take the trade again?
I agree.
You know, like you just need the balls to take it again. Whereas,
Yep.
like if you did an ASFX style trade, you'd have your stop down here, so you wouldn't need the balls because you would have survived it. But the advantage of this is that you have to size down to have a stop this size. I can size up, and when it works, I'm making double what you make on those trades.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because now my stop is here and my profit target is at the high. I'm making more than 1R generally per trade. So it's just a different style of trading, and like what works for you better. Some people won't have the confidence to take that second trade again. What I'm not advocating for is, okay, it stopped out here, then just get here because there's another line, and then add in again here because there's another line. That's not what I'm advocating for. That's just revenge trading.
Yeah. Re-entering as a revenge trade, I think, is the stupidest thing you can do. But just because if you're just re-entering because it wasn't invalidated, and you're like, okay, I still want to give this a try. He's saying that's where y'all got it all wrong. I don't think there's any, there's any right way to trade though. You know what I mean? So I don't think we got it wrong.
I mean,
it's just
if you're trying to talk about risk, like if you're risking like $500 because you put your stop down here, I could also say, well, I'm only risking $250 because I want to give myself another shot, and I can make the same 500 because I'm, it's going to the same profit target.
Yep.
So
until you get it wrong twice and fuck your day, yeah, but
then if I take it twice, then I'm still only down 500. The same.
Yeah.
Same if you took it once and lost.
And if you win it, then you're just back to break even. It's all a revenge trade, but not if you're not invalidated. I don't think it's a revenge trade.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree here. Right?
Yeah, I disagree.
But like I don't have to convince you. It's just you have the right to be wrong. It's a free country.
I'm out on the short, small profit. Nice. Yeah, the short, I think right there was clearly was better than my long was. I think it was a better trade. I think the idea with like the double break was the higher probability setup, but the higher time frame bullish action got in the way of my thought process. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So
I don't really know what this level is. Why is there a blue line randomly here?
I didn't put it there, so you got to figure that out.
It stopped right at that level, but what is that level? If I hide this indicator, it's still there. Okay, let's see. Oh, prior day value area low. That's where it stopped at.
You don't even know what your levels are?
Yeah, I don't look at that as often. Oh no, that's opening range low.
Oh.
Okay. It stopped right at opening range low. Okay.
Are you sure that's opening range low? Your orange line's opening range low, right? Or no?
You're right. What? I guess it's prior day value low. I don't really look at that, so I don't know why I have it on there. I should take that off. Maybe I should look at that actually. All right,
no,
RTY.
Finally get a pullback on NQ.
Remember I said I was going to fade RTY?
Yeah, that would have been looking good.
I didn't do it again.
I'll probably take a long here on NQ if we get a bounce.
Get rid of this. Oh no. Yeah, NQ's almost the perfect setup. But so is RTY.
Yep. RTY looks great too. Just more room to view up.
I think you can get there rather quickly though.
Yeah.
I think it's just like my zoom settings. I do take 10 trades in a day some days, but then some days I take 0 trades. Like right now I have 0 trades and we're over 14 minutes from my day being over. This is some strong selling. Actually, no. According to a chart, which is supposed to detect strong selling, there is no strong selling here. Ooh, interesting.
What are you liking better, NQ or RTY?
Well, from an order flow perspective, NQ just had an interesting thing where 120 market sellers literally at the bottom tick that just got shot right back up. But I want to see a little bit more of a reaction before I enter.
So I'm just saying from personal experience, when I went to one trade a day, I started taking payouts. Well, yeah, but what works for you might not work for somebody else.
Are you going to go and tell Chris Drysdale that he should only take 1 trade a day? Just saying.
I've done 1 trade a day for a couple months at a time. I think it worked fine for me, but I think also more trades a day works good for me as well. It depends on how late I'm taking that second and third trade, because I've noticed I've completely cut out trading after 11 because I've noticed I don't trade it well. If that's when I'm taking my second and third trade, that's not good. But I can find, you can find 2 or 3 good, clean, high win rate trades in the first hour and a half of the session. And I just argue that if it presents, unless you're mentally exhausted or there's some you know what I mean? Mentally, you're taking it not because it's a good setup, but because you're pissed or something else. If it's just actually one of your good setups, you should take it regardless of the outcome of your last trade, I think. But 1 trade a day is also good. I feel like it really protects your downside. I think it's good, but if you could lose your first trade and then 2 more A+ setups present, and you could be 1 trade could bring you back to break even, the next one you're max profit on the day, and you didn't take it just because your 1 trade rule. I don't know, that day sucks. But then also the day where you were going to lose 2 or 3 trades, it does save you 1,200 or whatever, so most styles can work, I think. Yeah, all about protecting your downside. Yeah, I agree. I think it's all about also just realizing when you're mentally drained and taking that second trade. If you're pissed off or anything, you know what I mean? You're tilting, you recognize it's not even one of your good setups. That's a problem. You know what I mean? You just have to be able to be a good enough trader to realize when the second trade actually makes sense and when you're forcing it.
What's 1,500? 1,500 divided.
I like this. RTY looks good, but I've never traded it before.
Yeah.
I don't know the sizing. Try to use the drawing tool here and figure it out. What would 5 micros be? Let's see. 39. $215. So you got 10 micros. This
is payout right here.
Oh, for you?
29,756 is payout.
Okay.
Assuming I don't scale or get exit out early. Or get stopped. I did not move my stop yet. I think I moved my stop if we break through this level. I move it to break even.
Okay, I got a size. Yeah, I think back to the one trade a day thing or not. I think it's like if you can handle it or not. If you're prone to getting pissed at a losing trade, at your first losing trade, and it throws you off, stick to one trade a day 100%. But if you're at a level in your trading where you can fully look past that and it's not going to throw off your next trade and your third trade, then I think you should be looking for more trades a day.
I mean, listen, I disagree with you, Ryan. I mean, it depends on your style.
Yeah.
It depends on your, like, how good you are at your entries. Depends on how patient you are. I would rather take a paper cut if I want to be long, right? I'd rather take a paper cut or even 2 paper cuts or even 3 paper cuts, and go for a higher R multiple. And, you know, like maybe I only take, and like maybe I'm wrong, but maybe we're both wrong. Maybe we both want to be long and we both want to be long at this level, right? Like, let's say you got long here. Let's say we both agreed on the trade idea that we wanted to be long. Your stop would be here, right? Something like that. 200 points to make 200 points, right? Now, if you're wrong, you lose all 200 points, right? If I'm wrong, I'm losing this, right? And then I'm reevaluating as we go down. Do I still want to be long? Do I still want to be long? Whereas you're stuck here the entire time, right? And you're taking that full loss. I took a paper cut, right? You know, we could have the same position size, right? Let's say you're 3 micros, I'm 3 micros, but like I lost 3 micros on 35 points, you lost 3 micros on 200 points. But I get to reevaluate on the way down. Do I still want to be long? Do I still want to be long? And that's just a preference of how I like to trade versus how you like to trade. You want to set it and forget it. That's great. It works for you. You get payouts. But, you know, that's not how my brain works. You know, like once we get to here and your stop is over here, I'm reevaluating for shorts. You know, like I want to like see here and like we might bounce off here and I'm getting short. I like to be a little bit more nimble in my trading. That doesn't mean one way is right or wrong. Just that way it works for you and doesn't work for me. You feel me?
I feel you. I'm waiting for this bounce here on RTY. It's on VWAP here. I'm waiting for some sort of, you know, push off of it.
RTY looks so much better.
RTY looks super clean. Even the way that it came back to VWAP, NQ was kind of making lower highs, lower lows on its way to VWAP. I like the way that RTY just came straight to it. And that's just preference. It doesn't mean it's not going to bounce.
If we bounce off RTY, I'll take it on the other account. That way.
Cool. Now we're getting some extension. I think that's good enough for me. I'll get long there. I got a positive R trade going here. Not that I'll hold it all the way to the high, but
I'm long R2Y as well, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Looks good. You're invalidating your trade before it starts with that tight stop. Well, ideally, your trade shouldn't be going in the different like I wouldn't want to be in this trade anymore. It's making lower highs and it's sitting on the wrong side of VWAP. Like I'm kind of glad I got stopped out of that long. I don't want to be holding on to hope.
Okay, I moved my stop to here.
Okay. No, but I know what you mean, Ryan. It's that's style of trading is how I traded for like the first year of my trading, and it works great too. It's just up to preference. I think they both work just as well as one another. I don't think either of them is right.
I mean, there's a right per person.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, this is right. For me having a stop down here or whatever, like a huge stop, the reason why it didn't work for me was because like, well, I have to be right. You know, like I've already lived through this drawdown, and let me just pull down more. Let me just pull down a little bit more. Let me just pull down a little bit more. And that induced that behavior for me. There is no that behavior. Like I'm out immediately. I was wrong on the timing. Maybe I'm right on the what's it called? On the direction. But I was wrong on the timing. Let me reevaluate and see if I can get back in with a better timing. But my losses are a lot smaller than yours, Ryan. and I don't always take the second shot. I take sometimes I take the second shot, and even on a second shot, I might still have smaller loss than you. But my winners are bigger, a 2 or 3 multiple of my risk.
Yeah, like if this ES trade that I did take ended up, if my stop was all the way at opening range low and ended up going all the way to opening range low, I would have lost, more than double what I lost versus I got stopped out once. Sort of
My stop
thought.
is here.
Which it wasn't fully invalidated, but at that point in the trade where I got stopped out, I am not confident we're going higher anymore. We made a lower high and we're ripping below VWAP. It's like, do I really want to be long when that's going on? Probably not, even though it's not fully invalidated. At that point in my long, we're on the wrong side of VWAP, making new lows. Like,
this is my stop on RTY.
I don't go for big RR. All my trades are negative RR. Just so you're aware. Very rare you get a good one. Yeah, I get like my average is 0.9 R. Look at this. You would be in profit. Yeah, but I'd say like probably 70% of those trades where I am in drawdown for the first 30 minutes of my trade go to stop loss. That's what I've realized. That's why I stopped all the trades that are. And actually, I learned that from James Bruce in the Black Shirt Club. He taught me that, getting out of them before being fully invalidated. So I actually was taught that in ASFX. He convinced me to get out of those losers. He said, what percent of your good trades go 50 or 70% in drawdown and then win? He said, almost none of them go deep in drawdown. So he's like, so you can get out in drawdown because it's not, you know what I mean? It's not your good trade anymore. But then again, some of them go deep and draw down and then turn around and win. But I don't know. Yeah, but he said, but we can just agree to disagree. No, I think it's fun though. Like it's just like
Great discussion.
It's great. It's good.
I'm actually looking. I manage the trades actively. So if I've been quiet, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's just because I'm deciding if I want to go to break even or move my stop or something like that.
I think it's good, like banter, just like discussion, just learn another point of views, or you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, look at your NQ trade. That's nice. That's where your stops trailed?
Yep.
Nice, dude. So you already bagged a bunch of profit on that.
Yeah, and I'm moving my R2I to break even.
That's just not having faith in your stop. Why would you even have one? What do you mean?
Here's my thought process. Like your stop is here. My whole trading plan is built around like I want to be long above New York and short below, right? So like if price is here, I want to be short. Why am I still long?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, the trade's invalidated a lot sooner than to you. You're probably looking like, well, the bullish move is all the way down here, but I care more about VWAP. I don't care about where the move started.
You said you want to go long now.
Price momentum shifts all the time.
Yeah, but you are right. This is one of those things where, or one of those days where I guess the actually, it would have held by like a tick. The ASFX previous structure stop that is taught in Futures 2.0 is at 45, and the lowest it went was 45.50. So I actually would have been held in with that stop, but like at that point, 2 points from my trade, like that's just holding on to hope, or 2 from my stop. It's like that does not look like a good winning trade anymore. I don't care to be in it. But I also fully understand what you're saying, because if you asked me 6 months ago, even 4 months ago, I would have been fully on your side and I would have argued your side, but I've just kind of changed it a little bit. I was a hard believer in wide stops for a while.
All right, I'm out. But that was a huge trade.
Yeah, that was a great trade.
$700.
Hell yeah. So how close as that puts you to pay out on that account?
$800 to go.
Nice. Nice. And then you're taking the RTY on a different account?
Yeah, on the other account, which is I think only 750 in profit. So I got a little ways to go, but
Nice. I think if I win this RTY trade, it'd put me like $100 up on the day. One small loss and then one a little bit bigger of a win. So I'd be like small green. Ryan, when you're saying you want to go long, were you talking ES? Are you mainly an ES trader? I forget. I think you are. But yeah. ES is just like uglier today. Everything else is moving cleaner. Even like YM, clean to the downside. ES is just chopping today. I think it's one of those days where NQ and YM are in disagreement, so ES is sitting in the middle.
look at that. $20 a month, guys. Look at that.
That is crazy. That was a crazy signal. I mean, nobody would know to take that. We were both game planning longs on YM at the time.
The indicator is literally telling you to take it.
That's true.
Not like in the Ducks. They're not coming on RTY, but like.
Yes, only ES where the big boys play.
Here's what he said. Here's where I do agree with Ryan. The big boys, like the biggest of the big, only play on ES. They don't play. They don't mess with NQ because if I want to be short 100 contracts in NQ, I'm going to move the market a lot. If I want to be short 100 contracts on ES is not going to move. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, but the ICT boys trade NQ, and they're the big dogs of the market.
Oh, I could only imagine how much prop traders would actually move the market if their orders were not sim.
Yeah, there are tons of them. I mean, I wonder how big of an effect that would actually make.
Well, you'd need more market maker participation because there'd be like probably double, if not triple, the amount of orders.
Yeah.
At least on MNQ, maybe not NQ.
Oh yeah, it'd be the micro. How many prop traders do you know trade the big contracts unless they're trading 150Ks? Even then, they usually put on like 20 micros.
The people that I've seen trade the big contracts on NQ are the scalpers. Not.
Oh yeah, yep.
And one of my old teachers or mentors, Merritt Black, also trades the big contract.
He's one of the big dogs.
He's a big dog.
Maybe someday I'll get up there, grow more balls. I'm good with the micros for now. They feel fine. You know what I mean?
It is 11:04 though. I technically don't have a meeting until 12, so I can stay on. But
I didn't even realize that.
Good banter with Ryan.
I know. We've just been chalking it. We've been having a fun stream. We're sitting in this trade now, just like hanging out. I had no idea.
Here's the thing, Ryan. 100%. Like I agree that your way is going to have a bigger win percentage, right?
Definitely.
But like here, Ryan Griffin would have gone long here, right? Or he did get long here.
But
right?
yes, yeah, yep.
What's the stop loss here? 19 points.
Sure, yeah, there, or you would do like what Evan would teach, that previous wick that's at 45. So either or, opening range low or right there.
Okay, 40.
Even that's a little tighter than Austin would probably teach.
We'll call it there.
Okay.
15 points. Look where your profit target has to be in order for that trade to be even worth taking. You're 10 points above where price has already gone. That's not a trade I want.
Yeah.
I want this trade. Right below high.
Me too. Yeah. And I wouldn't take it with the wide stop because I don't take super negative R trades.
New person in chat.
I know.
Ollie.
Short double break on ES.
Actually, happy belated birthday.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, maybe. Double break ES. I like it. Ryan actually Ryan in our chat already took that and scalped some points there.
Well, I want to take the trade, Ryan. And look, I took the trade and I won the trade. Look at that. Look at that. See that NQ? I won the trade on NQ. And I'm winning the trade on RTY.
Ryan, we're just gonna have to disagree.
Yeah, I think I love the discussion. Don't get me
I
wrong.
do too. It's actually it's really fun. Just like because he's making valid points too.
It's just different philosophies.
It's not only about winning percentage, it's about winning percentage plus R multiple. Those are what
Yes.
make up your expectancy. So you just need to have a positive expectancy, which I do.
I have a 50 to 60% win percentage, but my R multiple is between 2 and 5.
Makes up a winning trader. This RTY trade is looking good. Q Ali or Ali, what's up? Welcome. We're very happy to have you. I'm wondering if we just, since we're streaming past 11, if we just get a couple ASFX or
it might be other people are like ending their stream and like this is what gets recommended.
That's what I think. It's probably just popping up. So what's up?
We're having a debate about stop loss size.
Just to see what
Oh, but he's a double
Ali.
break guy, so he might be an
Thanks.
ASFX guy. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Probably from the ASFX stream.
Yeah. So this is my trade on R2. I think Griffin's in the same trade.
Yep. I have a little bit wider of a stop than Mike though. My stop's at 22, so I
stop's
have
at break even at the moment.
My stop is an ASFX stop, by the way. If Ryan's wondering, my stop is under previous structure. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ryan, hop on stream soon. We'd love to have you.
No,
Wait.
listen.
You'd be our second guest, so we'd have you. Got to talk to
any day, Ryan.
But like tomorrow would probably be Friday. Fridays are fun.
All my comments are said with love, by the way, Ryan. There's no animosity or hate. Just
Yeah,
so
we love Ryan. Ryan's like our number one chatter. Ryan in Orange Grove. Ryan's a goat. And he also took the biggest payout in stream, just for anyone wondering.
Who took the biggest payout? Orange Grove?
Ryan.
Ryan.
150K payout? 7K, I think, or I don't know.
70K payout?
I don't think that's what it was. Maybe not 70, but
You mean total lifetime or like one-time payout?
no, 7K.
Oh, 7.
And unless those are 3,500, I forget. But either way, it was a nice payout that he took. So, should we wrap up stream now? We're 10 minutes past.
Up to you. I have a meeting at 12, so I can say as long as people want to watch us.
All right. So if we want to let this trade play out for a little bit longer. Also, I gotta take a piss real quick, so I'll be right back.
Oh, here's the boner candle. I mean, it would be you'd be cooler if it was a 70K payout, Ryan. So my target, this is not my real target, but my limit order is at 45-ish, and that's the max profit I can take on this account. My actual target would be probably somewhere in this distribution. Which we're approaching. So what'll happen is, what I'll do when I get to here, I'll probably move my stop up here right now, 33.
All right.
Some profit.
What's up? 7. No hate, guys. Love the debate. Makes the stream fun. Yes, sir.
And then what'll happen is I'll just I'll trail a little bit more aggressively as we get into this purple box.
I'm just about at this point, like back to break even on the day, but I can't let that. I used to always, let the previous trade or the previous day get in my head of the next trade. So let's say I was red $300 the day before and my next trade was up 300, but I wasn't even close to target. I'd be like, let me pull it here so I can get back to break even. You know what I mean? And that's a mindset shift I've had because that was, getting in the way of letting your winners play out. Yeah, Ryan, if you took a 70K payout, maybe I'd be like, a little bit more inclined to be like, all right, let's trust the stop. I'm just trolling, by the way.
You know what's funny though? Like, and this is probably because Austin has never copy traded, and I'm sure this number will get padded now because he is copy trading. But like Austin doesn't even have 70K in payouts. He can, he just chooses not to. But like
all-time take, he might.
No, all time I think he was at like he was under 100.
All prop firms, not just
yeah, in all
top
prop
ones.
Because
Okay.
like what they did at the boot camp was they showed like with every speaker they're like, this is how much this speaker is made in profit in prop firm payouts. This is what and like obviously like there were varying degrees. Like Randy was like 20K, Tanner was like 200, Drysdale was like 400, and I think Austin was like at or very close to the 100K. Like not. I don't think he was over, but that doesn't mean he, couldn't have. It's just like his focus is more on the teaching part versus.
Yeah, totally. He doesn't really try to scale. He's a great trader, and he just.
Well, now he is. I don't know
now
if
he
you saw
is, yeah.
Now he's using the trade syncer, so like he's got like 20 accounts going.
I was always wondering why he never tried to scale his trading up. He just did what worked and never tried to push for more. It seemed like he was making consistent money, trading, sort of the small size, and I mean, consistently taking payouts and just like. But I was always wondering, I'm like, if you can trade so well, which he can, I was like, why don't you start adding more accounts and playing the prop game? But seems like he's copying like 15, 20 accounts or something now. I've seen it on Instagram. Are you systematic or discretionary trader?
I have a system, but I'm very discretionary.
I'd agree with that too. Yeah. My entries, I guess, are more so systematic than discretionary. And then I think for where I take profit and things like that are more discretionary.
My entries are very discretionary, but like the system is very. I have a complicated, simple system, if that makes sense. The simple system is the like entries are very much based off of like ASFX style entries, but with my own like nuance to them. Like I'm looking at order flow, I'm looking at tick strike, I'm looking at a different candle chart. Like whereas Griffin waits for a 1 minute close, I don't care about closes. If I see a bullish reaction, I'm going to take it. I got stopped out, by the way. I 300.
Oh, in profit. Nice.
Yeah. 350 on that trade and 700 on the other trade. So 1,000 across the two, but unfortunately on separate accounts.
Systematic.
No payout today.
All right. So what do you trade, Ali or Ali?
It could be Ali or Ali. Could be either one.
Ali. What do you trade? Are you coming from ASFX trading double break? I'm just assuming.
Yeah, you went robot for a second, but then you came back.
I did. Am I still?
No, you're good.
Okay.
So like. I'm going to assume Ali.
Yeah. Ryan said, I'm still working on holding my trades and trusting my stops. Yeah, don't let us get in your head then. If that's something, you know what I mean? That's something you're working on is trusting your stops. And we're like, nah, do that. Like, don't listen to us. Trade your system for sure. Like, for sure. But yeah, be more patient, which is tough on the 1 minute. Maybe if you think so, have you tried a 2 minute chart? 2 minute is, I traded the 2 minute for like 3 months at a time, and I really enjoyed it, slowing down your trades, but I missed some entries waiting for a candle closure. So that's what's tough about. I feel like the best way to trade the 2 minute is to get your entries on the 1 minute and then switch to a 2 minute while you're in the trade.
You want to know the best?
Sure, give me the best.
So like on my Sierra charts, I don't even look at time charts. I look at something called tick charts. Tick charts are transaction based. So, and you can do volume based. They're similar in nature. So the idea is that each candle is a certain amount of transactions or a certain amount of volume. So that they speed up in the morning and they slow down in the afternoon as less transactions happen.
Sure.
But it makes it so that each candle is equal in weight. So, you know, if you're looking at a volume chart and let's say you're looking at 1,000 volume chart, that means each candle has 1,000 contracts of volume. It's equal. Whereas like this 1 minute candle could have had 10 contracts. This 1 minute candle could have had 1 contract. This 1 minute candle could have had 1,000. You know, like
sure, that makes sense.
The only thing equal about them is that the duration. So
yeah.
what I look at on Sierra charts is the tick chart, which is, you know, a 1 transaction could have 10 contracts or 1 contract. But you know that I find it's a little cleaner on like, and it's a little earlier on like knowing when to enter, because like you see an impulse move on the 1 minute chart, right? Let's say you see this impulse move, right? It breaks. But like you're waiting for the close because like you don't know if that impulse move is going to like last. Whereas like that impulse move probably closed here on the volume chart because of like how much volume was involved in it. So you get a little earlier entry usually. But you know.
Found AceFX 4 months ago. In general, 8 year in trading. Awesome. 8 years.
8 years. Nice.
That's sick.
A long time.
You said watching you guys for more than a month but didn't comment.
Oh.
Awesome.
A lurker.
We're happy to have you. Thanks for commenting. We love chatting, so you know, keep up the comments.
Yeah, he got into it when he saw us and Ryan having our debate.
This trade perfectly rejected previous day New York VWAP, by the way.
And that's kind of why I was trailing a little bit harder.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, we had this 1 minute structure, but like I treat all VWAPs closely.
Look at this now. If I would have held my trade to TP plus 1,500, but instead got out early for plus 300. Is that the ES double break? Yeah.
That is the hardest part of trading, Ryan. The hardest part of trading is not finding the entry in the setup or whatever. The hardest part is, you know, like either holding the trade when you should or getting out when you should.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
All of that is just tough.
And
that's why
you're never going to be perfect. I don't care who you are. You're never going to be perfect because it's impossible to be perfect. You know, as long as you keep making money, though, who cares?
I feel like for beginners, that's why I would recommend set it and forget it. Like no managing while you're in a trade, because then you leave down like a steep rabbit hole, I guess, of just micromanaging, taking contracts off, adding back in, getting out, break even stops, and it just gets completely in the way of your trading. But for like, I feel like you've set a realistic stop loss and take profit for a beginner, and just do not touch it. Let it play. Let every trade play out. But once you're, you know, better, obviously, I think it's better to not do that. But yeah, Ryan, look at this. I would have taken a $900 loss if I stayed in the trade.
Yeah. Look at that. So like there's two sides of the coin there, Ryan.
Yeah. I lost 400. Would have lost more than double.
And that's what I was trying to say. Like you took a paper cut because, you know, like you saw that like, okay, my trade is like, okay, there's a bullish reaction. Like we didn't want to stay under view up. If we get under view up again, like the bullish, you know, I can make an argument that the bullish narrative is done. You know, like they couldn't sustain above view up.
Yep.
You know, like on the first test or on the reclaim, why would I want to continue to be long? Like, and then here, perfect short opportunity.
Yep.
And here, another perfect short opportunity.
Yeah, those are all good shorts. My RTY is not looking as pretty anymore. I mean, if we hold VWAP, it's still fine, but it's a lower high to VWAP, which I don't love. You know, getting a pop and not making a new high before we return to VWAP. It's not invalidated when it does that, but it's less probable.
Yeah, I don't know if I would
TP,
take this again.
no. The C, I wouldn't recommend taking it again, and that's why it makes me less confident in it. I'm not going to pull for break even though, but if we get back to previous New York VWAP, I might trail or something, or just be a little bit more, because the way we rejected directly off of it. I mean, if we knock on it again, we're more likely to break it, like you say, but
I would need to see some like really good bullish reaction, but like right now I'm seeing wicks on my tick chart, and I don't like that.
yeah.
It's almost a double break.
Oh, I mean,
Although,
yeah.
like, my personal opinion that if the double break happens above the opening range high, like that's not a double break.
Yeah, like you're entering the double break above the high. That's yeah. I would call that just a break. Like you're not even. Have you ever tried swing trading? I don't swing trade.
I do. I swing trade on options though, not on futures, and I do it on my personal capital, not on prop accounts. The idea, my swing trading strategy it's actually the VWAP wave system, like the Chris Drysdale system, where, like, to give you an example, like this would have been a perfect swing trading opportunity if like this whole move didn't happen overnight. Where I would wait for the bounce up VWAP bounce and take the swing trade there. Another good one, I did take this one actually, where we're in price discovery. We were tested the upper band. I took this one back in June, and I took it to the all-time high. But I do that with options, not with futures.
Oh, should I throw up my screen since I'm in a trade?
Yeah. Ooh,
Same trade.
decent reaction here.
Yeah, I actually, you know what? I like that bounce a little bit. It's not a crazy bullish push, but I like that. This looks better. But yeah, this is something I don't love to see, like I was just talking about. You return to VWAP, you get the bounce, create a lower high, and another return. I like to see making a new high before the next return. Makes me feel much more confident. A lower high return. If we do a lower high, or a bounce, lower high, and then a break, that's a valid short entry, in my opinion. It almost would be like a narrative shift.
But I'm risking my profit of the day on this account. So
are you long on R2I?
Yeah, I'm long again. I'm long
Nice.
right here. Max profit is 42.
Let's do this. Max profit's 42.
Yeah.
I have a TP in at 39, but I think I'm gonna see how we react to previous day New York. If we start to reject again, I'll probably just get out there, call it good, maybe trail.
Yeah, my stop is right below that wick.
I'm out, boys. Shoot me a link to get on stream soon. Yes, sir. Thanks for chatting today. We had a good time. We had some good discussion.
I'll probably give it another 5 minutes, and then I'll get back to work.
So then 5 minutes, and then we wrap up stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. This is the longest stream to date.
I'm surprised Jesper never came back.
I know, he said he might. Maybe he's just having the longest meeting of his life.
Must be a really prime candidate that he's interviewing.
Yeah. This has been a good stream though. Lots of trades on stream, lots of entertaining discussion.
New commenter.
Hell yeah, we haven't had a new one in a while.
I love that you guys are open to trading RTY and YM at the same time that I've been starting to.
Well, you put me on, really. I was closed-minded to them for a year and a half of my trading. And then I start looking at them. I'm like, there's just like seeing you trade, I'm like, there's opportunity over there. You know what I mean? Like there's good
Yeah.
opportunities where when NQ and ES are not giving opportunities, there is still opportunities.
Exactly.
Damn, why I'm just sinking all
Are you
day.
trading all future prop firms or sticking to one firm? I've given all. Let me rephrase. I've given all the top ones a shot, and I'll generally go to the one that has the best deal at the time. But I also lean towards the ones that have rhythmic connections because I like to execute off my CR charts. It's just easier, cleaner. I get more indicators there. Like I have a lot of indicators that are built on CR charts that you can't physically can't build on TradingView.
I generally stick to top one futures just because I like the instant funding model. I'm not saying I don't like evals. I just I don't have home run, 5 hour trades that are 1,000, 1,200, whatever profit. So the consistency doesn't mess me up too much. So that's why I prefer the instant funding. So I'm usually with top one just because I think they have a good instant funded model at a decent price. But like, if I blow this account I'm trading right here, I'd be willing to buy an eval with Lucid or really anybody. Come on. How long have I been in this thing? 34 minutes. I guess at this point we should probably just wrap it up.
We can.
Been a long stream, but great times. You see the trade. I'm gonna hold it to stop loss or to see what happens at previous day New York. Hopefully get some profits out of this one. I'll update you guys tomorrow how this one goes. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Take it easy, y'all.
I don't even have the end stream button.
I'm just gonna leave studio. See y'all.
See ya. All right, I gotta figure this out. I think if I just leave studio, the stream might end, maybe. I usually always have the end stream button, but I think because I didn't start the stream today, I don't have the end stream. So I'm gonna try to leave and see what happens. Oops.